Africa. Then, Africa now. Once, Libya was known as one of Africa's wealthiest nations, a country with vast oil reserves, free education, free healthcare, and one of the highest living standards on the continent. Today, Libya continues to face political divisions and security challenges. So, how did Libya get here? This is the story of the rise and the fall of Muammar Gaddafi. Before 1969, Libya was ruled by King Idris I. Although oil had been discovered, many Libyans believed the country's wealth was not benefiting everyone equally. Then, on September 1st, 1969, a young army officer named Muammar Gaddafi led a bloodless military coup that overthrew the monarchy. He was only 27 years old. Gaddafi promised to return Libya's wealth to its people. Oil revenues became the foundation of his government's development plans. During the following decades, Libya invested heavily in education. Schooling expanded across the country. Healthcare services became more widely available. Roads, housing projects, and other public infrastructure were built. For many Libyans, these changes improved daily life. At the same time, Gaddafi promoted African unity. He supported the idea of stronger cooperation among African countries and was a strong advocate for the African Union. Many Africans admired his vision of a more united and independent continent. However, his rule was also controversial. Political opposition was tightly restricted. Critics accused his government of limiting freedom of expression and suppressing dissent. Internationally, Libya faced sanctions for several years over accusations of supporting terrorism. These sanctions affected the country's economy and relations with other nations. Supporters viewed Gaddafi as a leader who challenged foreign influence and invested in his country. Critics argued that power had become too concentrated and that political freedoms were limited. His legacy remains deeply debated. Then came, inspired by the Arab Spring, protests spread across Libya. The demonstrations quickly turned into an armed conflict. The United Nations authorized measures aimed at protecting civilians, and NATO launched military operations. As the conflict intensified, Gaddafi's government lost control of much of the country. In October 2011, Muammar Gaddafi was captured and killed. His 42-year rule came to an end. Many hoped this would mark the beginning of a peaceful and democratic future. Instead, Libya entered a difficult period marked by political rivalry, armed conflict, and competing governments. Years later, many Libyans continue to hope for stability, security, and national reconciliation. Libya's story reminds us that history is rarely simple. Development, leadership, conflict, and foreign involvement can all shape a nation's future. So the question is not only, was Gaddafi a hero or a dictator? Perhaps the more important question is, what lessons can Africa and the world learn from Libya's past? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments.